all the way down. Netting was too high, too.
Count the third abdomen.
We did an evaluation of a drug that has ideally been used for control of worms, intestinal worms. It's called ivermectin. So for a long time, it's been used as a prescription medicine for treatment of intestinal worms, mostly in children and even in adults. And in parts of West Africa, it's actually been used for control of river blindness disease, what we call onchocerciasis. So what we found out was that the moment somebody takes ivermectin, if a mosquito bites them, they actually become poisonous to that mosquito. So if a mosquito bites you after taking ivermectin, that mosquito actually dies. Pull it all the way, pull it further. Ivermectin is just one of the many tools that you can use to reduce malaria. So ideally, ivermectin would be given in what's called a mass drug administration. So if we select a community, a village, for example, or a county, for example, everybody in that county receives the drug at the same time. So it means that for that period of time, for the 28 days that ivermectin is effective, you'd have a continuous killing effect. So everybody that a mosquito comes and bites at that time would be that mosquito would actually die. Now we can see the proportion of mosquitoes that are fed. And if you look at this cup, about 90% of them look like they have fed. A couple of spots of blood at the bottom of the cup, which is pretty normal. As far as I'm concerned, I have not received a request to buy anything.
Kenya, about 6.7 million people, new cases of malaria are realized every year. And about 4,000 deaths also realized every year due to malaria. And by finding vaccines, that will mean we will improve the immunity of our citizens, especially those that live along the malaria endemic areas. And that would actually lower the rate of infection and rate of death. Also, that would lower the rate of expenditure.
This is okay. It's okay.
Strapping. Angalia hapo ndani. Kwa nini watoto wanahawa?
Malaria imetusumbua kwa muda, kwa familia yetu imetusumbua sana. Imetusumbua kabisa, imekuwa shida kwetu. Na niko first born wangu malaria hii kumsumbua. Sasa huyu ndio imeanza sasa, huyu ndio mtoto wangu wa pili ndio imeanza sasa kumsumbua.